Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Line gets set, first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Running with power. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things have...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happens. Goes to the option.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Open space at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Volunteers line up. Forget the kick. He wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't connect a costly turnover on down.
And when you're faking punts, it's obviously a lot easier to execute in practice against a scout team and you get the exact look you want. But doing it against a starting return team or defense is a little bit more difficult. They're unable to come up with a completion. Now the offense has set up a great field position.
He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Now adjusting. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Wants to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He wants to pass it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. And they're able to get him on the ground. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quick strike complete. At midfield, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Finds his man. It's Staley. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Red pass, it's complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get him in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz pack.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. First down to start the drive after the break. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
57 yards out, and he powers it through the upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Kennesaw State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown LSU! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Sampson. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Vols will hustle to the line. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense. Loose ball, it'll be a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback checking the play. On the ground, it's Durham. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Let's see what they do on third down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball.
Man, do you see this stuff, bro? Do you see this stuff, bro? You see this? Wow. Yeah, I'm ready, man. I ain't even know I had my speaker. I ain't even know I had my speaker down low. You see how my niggas keep fumbling, bro? Like, come on, man. Bro, I hate the rain. I can't play.
He
I
made big pickup on that one.
I
This
can't play in
tackle
no
is
rain,
firmly
bro,
made.
because this stuff happens
It's a
every
classic
time.
catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his
Man,
eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
yeah,
They'll run it from the gun.
it is. It's
Keeps the
plenty of
legs
time.
moving.
It's plenty of time. But you
Given
know, I'm just saying,
109
man, like that.
yards on the
Them two
ground, and
fumbles
he
was
has his
that
eyes
was some
fixed
bull,
on the
man.
destination in rushing.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot.
Like,
He's in the
come on,
hole. He's
all
there
right.
to do his job. And he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
This is a special
So you mean
talent
take my
playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch
I'm
the
a
field
freshman
great.
too.
He shows
Damn.
off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long
Yeah, I see
touchdown.
that long stride, bro.
And he
Like
made
my
that extra
94.
point to wet turf. No problem at all. About to kick it away
Yeah,
after
but
scoring a
my safety got
touchdown.
94. So why is he getting outburned?
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Yeah, I got some nice DBs. Like I'm waiting for them to develop. But I gotta work on this old line, bro, and this D line all season because this is ridiculous, dog.
First down
Number
here with
15 getting
maybe
through every
one
time. These folks
until the
ain't
2-minute
blocking.
warning. The give to the running back from
See
the
what I'm saying? See how they
shotgun.
just let go, bro? Like,
Snaps
come
into the
on.
pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. We've reached the 2-minute
See,
warning, and
my
this
offense
thing
line.
has been one-sided, and they
It
hope
was
to at least have something to feel good about
man.
going
My
into
whole
halftime.
offensive line is new.
Didn't get much on
Dog.
first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. On the move is the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Lets it fly. And it's caught
All
inside
right,
the 30.
that's
The
time.
expressway is wide open. Touchdown ball. And once he got loose, it was all over. Now they'll line up.
I had to put him. I had to put him in, bro, because my quarterback fumbled twice, bro.
41-14.
My quarterback fumbled twice at crucial moments, fool. So yeah, bro, you benched for the game, bro.
Touchdown pass from 55
He
yards
benched for
out.
the game, bro. We gonna see. Well, you bet you.
He'll bring it out.
He better pull a miracle off.
He's got great speed.
Get him, Staley.
Oh, what vision.
Get him, Staley. Good
They
job.
eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way.
I love Staley, man. And that other play, man, with my when I read that play, you see how my dude just stopped and didn't jump? I'm like, bro, come on, man. Come on, bro.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about
You
that last
seen it,
drive?
man. I was rolling with you the whole time, and I get to my
how
dude
about
just
that
stopped.
quarterback? You
Like
gave him the
what?
ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense,
Bull,
Jesse,
man.
on that
That's
last
some
drive.
bull.
He really did,
That's
David. I mean, that was
bull.
a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The completion well past the 6. A quick tackle made.
That man too goddamn tall, man.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
I had a star.
Misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown LSU.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think
Yeah, bro, you can do whatever at this point. I mean, I lose all range games. It don't matter. It don't matter.
And then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play.
Man, I was them 2 fumbles that took me out of the game.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Shoot. Man,
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
they all right.
Late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
Going to take a shot at this DB.
Bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Now you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, bro? You see what I'm saying, bro? This type of stuff I deal with, bro.
Make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
Ain't no way that man should have missed that, bro. Ain't no freak. Man, bro, this guy.
Right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside.
It don't just piss me off.
I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Lewis. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He hurls one deep down the
Dang, that man hit me, bro. Come on.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 minutes remaining on the clock.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question.
No, pass interference, cuz.
To get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin.
It's screwing me.
Halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. see, ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
All kinds of running room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Ain't got no offensive line. Ain't got no choice.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got him downfield. At the 20, he's got space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Nice, stay the only one out there making plays.
See if they can score the deuce. They want to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
Yeah. Yeah, you see how I be feeling like that wide open touchdown. I mean, that wide open pass. It might just, bro, this guy is hard.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different...
Trying to burn this defensive back.
Why you stop again?
Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Here comes the option. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand.
No.
Unloads to the wideout.
What in the world?
Got a lot of running room. Inside the tag.
That corner doing, man? Oh, that's that Samson. That's that Samson, dude. Yeah.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas.
Block, man.
This game is a long way from over. They're up by 13 over Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback.
The only wide receiver that's making noise, bro.
And they'll get him down inside. inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Come on, dog.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Stupid old offensive line.
Back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Offensive line so booty, dog.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No.
Yeah, we ain't got no offensive line. Y'all man, and them folks pushing all the everybody back.
Touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more passing. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone.
Might send a defensive lineman to coverage. Come on. Come on.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
On the run, it's Durham. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. On target to the
left. Can't catch that. You couldn't get over there, though, couldn't you?
Passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first
right
down.
There.
New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback checking off. And back to the air on second down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Caught behind the line. It's Taylor. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Motion from the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Tiger! And the beatdown has ensued.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
No matter what you do,
a complimentary football type deal.
Just get out of there.
Needs to provide a little spark and give this defense.
Get out of there. No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, picked off. Looking for more room.
Yeah.
He is finally out of bounds, but he was stealing that end zone on that return.
They got show tough love. You know she's sleeping with wherever she's sleeping with. She's still trying to talk to her, and it's still the same. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Tennessee, 22.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop
the
return.
Don't even try anymore. Leave it alone.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field.
Let it go.
Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive.
She think
now,
he's
how
going to
will
do
they
that with
respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The run to the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers are on the move. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He breaks a tackle. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. This is a 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Delivers the contact. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Volunteers head it quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Vols are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll take a shot. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
3rd down coming up after that completion. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. A 1st down for the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun to give to the back.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop. You know that they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
305, take my role. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you. Yeah, any questions we don't see it change? Okay, thank you very much.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
7 to 10 days.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going for the big play. Got it! Touchdown LSU! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Navy answered the bell away from Annapolis today with an impressive victory. The midshipmen knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the ground with the back. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Down at the 34, and your LSU Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They want to run it left here. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Durham. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Steamrolls his way ahead.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is...